one. So what college coaches want to see? So we started to rack our brain and talk about this. And there's a lot of pieces to being a goalkeeper. And there's the best way I've ever heard it put is goalkeepers aren't just shot stoppers. Okay, goalkeepers are goalkeepers and they have to play the position. Okay, not just do the one thing that everybody sees. So I think the first part that we would talk about would be a goalkeeper's ability to read the game. Yeah, how do you judge balls in the air? How do you manage those difficult situations? How do you manage your back four? Can you stay connected to the back four, intercept long passes that are played in behind? Okay, are you smart enough to see when a ball is going to get slipped in behind the back four? Can you meet that, come out and get it before the attacker can get there? Those things that you can do in reading the game that allow you to play the game without having to make a save. I think those are things that go unseen a lot, and your ability to show that off is very important. Already mentioned shot stopping. I mean, clearly that's a huge part of the job. I think, I think the save that always gets lost is the routine save, but those are the ones you have to make. And the highlight reel save is the one that is nice to have. That's the one that wins the game maybe for your team, but that routine one, or the one that everybody else thinks is routine that, is kind of a tricky save, but you still make it. Show those. Your 1v1 ability. Are you aggressive off your line? Are you cagey in your approach? How do you come and get a ball? How do you take a ball off someone's foot? Are you getting into the player's feet at the right time? Those are all things you're going to want to show. How do you manage the ball on the ground when you're in a situation when someone gives you a back pass and quite frankly, it's not a good one? Do you just automatically run out and kick it as far as you can? Or are you composed enough if the game tells you take a touch and play out the other way? Or if the game tells you, it's time for it to go, it's time for it to go. But if you can always show those moments within the context of what you're sharing in your trace ID. Absolutely. And you're going to need to be a quality goalkeeper and to play the position, you have to be a leader and you have to be a coach behind your back four. You have to take control of that group. It doesn't mean you have to scream and yell and jump up and down. Some of the best goalkeepers are quite soft-spoken, but you have to be able to take control and have the respect and trust of that group in front of you. And you do that by being a leader and a coach behind them. And last but certainly not least, okay, most coaches now are going to put an onus on building out of the back. However, if you do have the ability to hit the ball 80 yards, they will like to see that, because the game will dictate if the other team decides they're going to press us. The first time you kick it 80 yards, and I know you can do that, the other team can't press us anymore. So that is a really valuable thing to show. And this moment that we have right here is actually a great example of a goalkeeper. This is a very good moment. So the ball builds through midfield and ends up in a wide area. You don't really see the goalkeeper yet. Yeah, but she's going to do a great job of seeing an early cross, make a good decision to stay, meets her feet, sets her feet, and then the highlight reel comes in. Okay, but the real highlights in that, for anyone who knows what they're looking at, is her reaction and the moments leading up to the big save. And how does she do that? Right? She sees the ball is going to go in there. She sets her feet, and now she's ready to make the save. She can't make that save if she's not ready. Okay? And a college coach, an assistant coach, a goalkeeper coach is going to be able to see that. And that was a great moment. And that would put you right on someone's radar.
Awesome. That's good. It's a really good save for sure. I'll take the next position, and we kind of drew position